Hi, I thought I'd take a chance and go ahead and submit my video. My name is Vanessia Holland. I am currently a shipping superintendent, but I am looking forward to becoming the training manager if I am part of the top people that you picked. So I decided to go ahead and send you the video just in case. Okay, so my video is on self-assessment. Which is something that is extremely important for people who want to further their careers. Self-assessment will give you an opportunity to set yourself up with maybe a year assessment and then set yourself up for a 5-year. Some people do self-assessments for educational purposes. They may have the skills, the time on the job, but may not have the education, so they want to go back to school and become educated. There are people that have the education that may not have the experience, so they want to set themselves up in a pattern that will help them gain more experience while still working on the job. So one of the things that I would like to talk about today is your productivity. Time management is extremely important on a job, especially when you're talking about only having 8 to 10 hours to take care of something. But if you take the time to do a self-assessment about your productivity and your time, you'll find out that your cognitive level is extremely important in this process. Your cognitive level is how you process or intake information. If you are struggling with some areas, this assessment will show you how to maintain those areas and how to build them in your cognitive levels, where you'll be able to maybe understand things a little bit better, or maybe look at them differently. This particular app is called, it helps you to understand your own style and discover your productivity tips. And it's for like-minded people, people who like to dabble in how do I process. That's one way. Another assessment that you can take is a work-life balance. Work-life balance is important because there are a lot of things that you want to do. You want to work, it's your home, community, yourself. This assessment will compare your priorities with how you actually allocate your time and energy. A lot of people like to volunteer. They like to spend time in other places. They like to go out and do things with their family. Well, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to do those things, especially when you're talking about your job and how you take care of those areas and balance your family life along with it. Work and life balance are extremely hard. If you have any questions, just stop at any point in time and ask questions. We're just going to kind of go through this just so you can kind of get an understanding of what self-assessments are about. Cultural skills. In global work, it's important that you have some type of cultural skills, especially in our particular company. We have a lot of people from different parts of the world. So it's important that you learn how to kind of be able to get feedback from these people from different cultures, that you understand your cultural skills, but also how to communicate. Schedule teaches you how to interact with disagreements. Cultural skills are not always about different cultures, but it is about different cultures, because some things you can't say to others. For example, we have a habit always saying, stop, hold on. Well, I had a shift manager come to me and he said, do you understand what that means in my country? I said, no, it just means stop, slow down. He said, no, when you put your hands up, that means F you in my country. So I was extremely embarrassed because I didn't know that. I had no idea that putting your hand up just to have a suggestion of stop. In my country, it means stops. And in his, I'm insulting them when I'm putting my hands up, and I couldn't figure out why they were getting angry. Well, there it is. They were getting angry because in their country, it means something totally different. So sometimes getting those cultural skills really is important, and understanding what to do and what not to do, but also understanding how to communicate and how to be able to use your cross-cultural management skills better. Emotional intelligence is another self-assessment you can take, because relationships matter at work. Emotional intelligence can be very effective as a manager. We always deal with emotional self-awareness, and we deal with having a positive outlook, emotional self-control, adaptability, and empathy. Adapting and having empathy are very important. Well, this self-assessment will allow you to be able to have to get that, but to also have an emotional agility. You'll be able to get insights from people that know you, because it'll actually go and ask people. You'll get to get people to answer questions about you anonymously, so that you can maybe learn some things about yourself. All of us have an inner us, and sometimes that inner stream becomes thoughts of negativity, criticism, and doubt and fear. Well, those are things that you don't really have to worry about, because when you get these feedback from your colleagues, it'll kind of give you a better assessment of how you handle yourself at work. Sometimes it's not as easy as others. You might handle yourself very emotional, and you may not realize that you are, or you may get angry very quickly. You don't see yourself sometimes, and this will allow you to see yourself a little bit better, especially when you get information from other colleagues. Communication skills is another assessment. This is an area where you can improve how you speak, your communicational level. It gives you sentences, and basically you have to fill those sentences out. Sometimes we don't realize that our communication skills may not be up to what we think they are. Sometimes, cultural differences cause communication imbalances, where you're from, what you do, how you say it. And those things can become an issue. But this self-assessment will give you a very positive way of looking within, so you can start setting goals for yourself. One of the other skills is the financial skills. It's very important, especially in our business, to be financially literate, especially if you're eager to advance in an organization. When you finish taking this, you will have a better understanding of how where you're at as far as your financial skills, what you're able to do, how you're able to do it, and if you understand how the company works within, and how they see money, how they see the level of finances within the company. And sometimes it's not as easy as you think it is. Those are things that are learned skills, and this assessment will tell you where you're at in that. One of the other one is managing your boss. That's very hard. Sometimes managing your boss doesn't mean that you're managing your boss, but rather taking a managing up scenario, which it gives you several scenarios that shows you how to deal with the relationship between you and your boss, and how to cultivate a very important relationship at work, so that you and your management can operate a little bit better. Now, with these 8 assessments, this will help you to start laying down goals, start laying down a process, start helping yourself to be better in your particular area. One of the things that I will say privately, for myself, self-assessments are extremely important, because when you set that 1-year goal or that 5-year goal, and you go by that goal, every time you meet it, you set another goal. So one of the goals that you may have is to move up within your organization. Well, okay, so you're going to work for this job for so long, then you're going to start applying. Well, one of the best ways to do that is to get input from your management on where you need to be in order to get to the next step. Then you write that goal down. That goal is a part of your self-assessment. When you achieve that goal and you move to the next level, then that's one that you scratch off and you make another goal. Your 5-year goal may be going to school. It may be taking the time out to go back to school. Well, you work a 12 to 15 hour shift. You have to sit down and make a goal on how you're going to accomplish this, and how long is it going to take you to finish school. If you're going to do from 0 to 4 years to get your bachelor's, well, guess what? If you're working 15-hour days, you can't go to school full time. So how are you going to manage that? So if you're going to go to school part-time, you need to manage your time, what you're doing, how you're going to manage home, and the whole 9 yards. Self-assessments are very easy, but very very strict, and you have to stick to them if you're going to make your goals. So this is just a short video of self-assessments, and I hope that you enjoyed it. It's supposed to be for 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, please ask me. And I do thank you for your time, and I thank you for your patience. Have a great day, and I hope that you all go back to work and understand. Get your self-assessments together. Start making a plan. Have a great day.